Tees. In the heart of the Arabian Peninsula lies a nation with one of the most remarkable transformation stories in modern history, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. A land once known for its vast deserts and ancient trade routes has risen to become a global center for energy, economy, culture, and innovation. But how did this happen? What forces propelled this desert kingdom into the 21st century and beyond? Today, we travel through history on a journey to the amazing Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, a story of vision, ambition, and unprecedented change. For much of its early history, the land that is now Saudi Arabia was home to nomadic tribes, ancient cities, and vital caravan routes connecting civilizations. The birth of Islam in the 7th century in Mecca and Medina forever changed its destiny, making it the spiritual heart of the Muslim world. For centuries, pilgrims flocked to these holy sites, creating a unique cultural and religious hub. However, it wasn't until the 20th century that the modern state began to take shape. In 1932, King Abdulaziz ibn Saud unified disparate regions to establish the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Life was harsh, resources were scarce, and the economy was largely based on subsistence agriculture and pilgrimage revenue. But then, in 1938, something happened that would alter the course of history forever. Oil was discovered. This discovery was like striking liquid gold. The vast reserves of petroleum beneath the desert sands transformed Saudi Arabia from a quiet, regional power into a global energy giant. The newfound wealth funded the construction of modern infrastructure. Roads, hospitals, schools, and cities began to rise from the sand. The country became a founding member of OPEC, the organization of the petroleum exporting countries, cementing its role as a key player on the world stage. Throughout the latter half of the 20th century, the nation's economy was almost entirely dependent on oil revenues. While this brought immense prosperity, it also created a vulnerability. What would happen if the world's demand for oil decreased, or if the wells one day ran dry? This question set the stage for the next, and perhaps most dramatic, chapter in Saudi Arabia's story. Enter Saudi Vision 2030. Launched in 2016. This is arguably one of the most ambitious national transformation plans the world has ever seen. Spearheaded by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Vision 2030 is a blueprint to diversify the economy away from oil, develop public service sectors, and create a vibrant, thriving society. It's a complete reimagining of what Saudi Arabia can be. At its core are three main pillars: a vibrant society, a thriving economy, and an ambitious nation. So, what does this look like in practice? Let's start with the economy. The kingdom is pouring billions into new sectors. Tourism is a huge focus. For the first time, Saudi Arabia opened its doors to international tourists, unveiling its hidden gems to the world. We're talking about incredible sites like Alula, home to Hekra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with stunning rock-cut tombs that rival those in Petra. There are also the pristine coral reefs of the Red Sea, which are being developed into a world-class luxury tourism destination. Then there's the Public Investment Fund, or PIF. This sovereign wealth fund has become a major global investor, taking stakes in everything from tech giants and electric vehicle companies to international sports leagues. Saudi Arabia has made major investments in the sports sector as part of its Vision 2030 goals. The kingdom is working to transform itself into a global sports hub by hosting international events, developing world-class facilities, and supporting local talent. In addition to hosting the 2034 World Cup, significant investments have been made in football, motorsports, boxing, tennis, and golf, including hosting events like Formula One, WWE, and major football competitions. Saudi Arabia is also expanding its sports infrastructure through new stadiums, training centers, and community sports programs. These efforts aim to boost tourism, promote a healthy lifestyle, and strengthen the country's global presence in the sports industry. The goal is to generate new revenue streams and position Saudi Arabia as a global investment powerhouse. This economic diversification is creating a surge of new opportunities for Saudi citizens, especially its youth. With over 60% of the population under the age of 30, empowering this generation is crucial. Vision 2030 is heavily focused on education reform and job creation. preparing young Saudis for the careers of the future in fields like technology, entertainment, and renewable energy. But the transformation isn't just economic, it's also deeply social and cultural. For decades, the kingdom was known for its conservative social norms. Today, that landscape is changing at a breathtaking pace. Women, for example, have seen a dramatic expansion of their rights and opportunities. In recent years, they've gained the right to drive, have greater freedom to travel, and are entering the workforce in record numbers across all sectors. You can now see Saudi women as pilots, entrepreneurs, and leaders in government and business. The entertainment scene is also exploding. Cinemas, which were once banned, are now bustling. International music artists and superstar DJs are headlining massive festivals like Metalbeast Soundstorm, drawing huge crowds of young Saudis eager to experience global culture. This cultural opening is fostering a new sense of national pride and creativity, with local artists, filmmakers, and designers finding their voice on a global stage. Of course, no transformation of this scale comes without challenges. Balancing rapid modernization with deep-rooted traditions is a delicate act. But what is undeniable is the sheer scale and speed of the change, and nowhere is this ambition more visible than in the kingdom's gigaprojects. These are futuristic developments that sound like they've been pulled straight from a sci-fi movie. The most famous is NEOM, a planned smart city in the northwest that will be powered entirely by renewable energy. Pada NEOM is the line, a revolutionary concept for a 170-kilometer-long linear city with no cars, no roads, and zero carbon emissions. Residents will live in interconnected communities with all daily needs reachable within a 5-minute walk, while high-speed transit will connect the city from end to end. Then there's the Red Sea Project, an AMAALA to ultra-luxury tourism destinations, focused on sustainability and wellness. Qiddiya, a massive entertainment and sports city being built near Riyadh, which will feature theme parks, concert halls, and world-class sporting facilities. These projects are not just about building new cities, they are about building a new future, a new model for sustainable living and economic growth. They are designed to attract the world's best talent and position Saudi Arabia as a hub for innovation. The environmental aspect is also a key part of the vision. While Saudi Arabia is the world's largest oil exporter, it's also taking significant steps to lead in the green transition. The Saudi Green Initiative aims to plant billions of trees across the kingdom and generate 50% of its energy from renewables by 2030. From desert kingdom with an economy reliant on pilgrims and pearls to an energy superpower, and now to a diversified, innovative global hub, the story of Saudi Arabia is one of continuous and audacious transformation. The journey is far from over, and the world is watching with fascination to see what comes next. The ambition is clear, to build a future that is not only prosperous for its people, but also a model for the world. The sands of Arabia are shifting once again, and a new dawn is rising over the kingdom. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through the transformation of Saudi Arabia. What part of this story did you find most surprising? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world. See you next time.